Good afternoon, everybody. I, Dr. Munish Bharadwaj, Reader in Civil Engineering at School of Engineering and Technology of IGNOU and Program Coordinator of ACPDM, take this opportunity to welcome you all here to this special session of video conferencing on interaction with learners of ACPDM program. We are fortunate enough to have a galaxy of eminent speakers with us who are leading figures in their respective fields. I am sure we all will be benefited by the listening of the words of wisdom of these speakers. Now I take this opportunity to introduce and welcome the speakers. We are honored by the gracious presence of Mr. Anil Rajdan, Secretary, Ministry of Power. A very senior bureaucrat, he has vast experience of administration. May I request Honorable Vice Chancellor of IGNOU to welcome him by presenting him a bouquet. Friends, we have with us Honorable Vice Chancellor of IGNOU, Professor V.N. Rajshekharan Pillai, a leading luminary and seasoned educational administrator with futuristic vision and dynamic personality. Professor Pillai personifies self-belief and confidence. May I request Dr. P.S. Kumar, Director in charge of School of Engineering and Technology, to welcome Honorable VC by presenting him a bouquet. Friends, we have with us Mr. Josh Deacon, Mission Director, USAID India. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
In this video conference.
Very good to be here.
We also have with us Dr. V.K. Garg, Chairman, CMD PFC, Power Finance Corporation. With us, sir, I welcome you here. We have with us Dr. N.S. Saxena, Director General NPTI. Sir, we welcome you with us. We also have with us Mr. V.S. Saxena, Director Power Finance Corporation. Sir, we welcome you here. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to give his welcome address and say a few words of wisdom to motivate the learners and guide us to make the ACPDM program a success story. Sir.
Mr. Rasdan, other dignitaries on the dais, distinguished learners, teachers from the School of Engineering and Technology, other project coordinators of this important program, academic counselors of this program, my dear friends. First of all, I am extremely glad that with the collaboration of the Ministry of Power, Government of India, IGNOU is launching an advanced certificate course in power distribution management. The importance of the course and the academic content of the course will be discussed by the experts in the field. I take this opportunity to congratulate the School of Engineering and Technology and the project coordinator who launched this program, Professor S.C. Garg, former acting Vice Chancellor of the Indira Gandhi National Open University, and his colleagues for visualizing the whole project and also interacting with the Ministry of Power and launching this very important program. I take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Power, particularly its Secretary and other participating organizations, the 3 organizations which are involved in this process for this very important activity. The importance of this particular course, there is no need of emphasizing. In energy management, in electricity management, in power distribution, creating an awareness to the engineers as well as to the consumers about the importance of effective power management is a necessity. And I had occasion to just glance through the course content, the program guide, everything. I wish that effective utilization of this particular course will will be a landmark in the utilization of power in this country, and this will definitely pave a way for sustainable development of the systems as well as the capabilities can be enhanced by such an activity. Once again, I thank each and every one of you, and I wish the learners all success in pursuing this course, and we will definitely be interacting with you. Our teachers will be interacting with you in a very effective way, so that this course will be launched, and we look forward to further courses in this line. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May now I request Dr. N.S. Saxena, Director General NPTI, to share his views and experience regarding this program.
Thanks. Respected Secretary of Power, Mr. Anil Rajdan, Mr. Deacon from USAID, Vice Chancellor of the Indira Gandhi University, Dr. Garg, Chairman PFC, and the professors of the Indira Gandhi National University and the participants in this course. I have been with the power sector for around 25 years, and my experience has been that power sector is very conservative. Very little change is there, especially in the distribution sector. Mainly because the level of the expertise is very less, and there is a peoples distributed over the large geography very thinly, and they don't have access to the various, of course, especially only in the areas in the cities where actually the people have access to the technology, what is the current technology, the internet, etc. But the vast majority, which is basically working in the villages or small towns, they don't have any access to the developments, and therefore and they constitute a very large size. To train them about what is happening in the current day, especially in a sector which has undergone drastic changes after the Electricity Act 2003, the ministry has focused mainly from the distribution. So this is a mammoth task, and in fact I congratulate the USAID and the Ministry of Power for launching such a course with the help of the channels of Indira Gandhi National University. National Power Training Institute has also been involved and in the designing of the course and preparation of the course materials. And of course, the Power Finance Corporation has been assisting in the coordination and financing. Now, I hope that this effort will be very, very successful, and it is the only thing which can take the power sector forward, because the past experience has shown that any reform process which has to work, it has to start from the distribution sector only. This kind of program which has started, I hope this will benefit a lot, and I wish success to the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Padmanabhan from USAID to share his views.
Thank you. Respected Secretary, colleagues on the dais, and friends. We in USAID are privileged to be associated with the Ministry of Power in the design and the implementation of the Distribution Reform and Upgrades Program, of which training is an important component. And under the training component, we have had the privilege of being associated with the Power Finance Corporation, under whom we have entered into a program of national imperative for training over 25,000 engineers in the power sector. And as Mr. Saxena very rightly said, the distribution sector is a key element in any training effort, and it's very formidable in terms of the number of people you ought to train. We therefore, as part of our association with PFC, decided to work with IGNOU and reach out to the numerous people in the sector, right from the engineers who work in the last mile distribution, personnel in the substations, people in various functions of technology and finance and local administration and management in the last mile distribution, as well as customers and consumers on the customer side of the meter. In fact, distribution training requires a simultaneous effort of not just involving people on the utility side of the meter, but also on the customer side of the meter. And that's why you have large numbers of people whom one needs to deal with, and one needs to train, and one needs to change the attitudes. And the only way one could probably do it, to reach out to these hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, is through another medium of instruction. And therefore, we are very fortunate to have fostered this partnership with IGNOU. And hopefully through IGNOU, we should reach out to these very many people in the power sector and also among the consuming sector. So I wish this program all success, and as I said, we are privileged to have been associated with it, and we look forward to our continual association in making this program a success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request Mr. V.S. Saxena, Director Power Finance Corporation, to share his views.
Friends and participants, BFC got associated with Drum Training Program in May 2005, and ever since that time we have developed nearly 20 course subjects in association with the USAID and the Drum Secretariat. All 17-18 training institutions are empaneled, and they are conducting these programs. In addition to these short-term training programs, last year we launched this distance learning program with the help of Indira Gandhi Open University, and in this program about 1,244 participants are taking part. The subject is very challenging. Distribution reform and distribution loss reduction is one of the prime subject of power sector. We are operating as a financial intermediary as well as the partner in this particular program with USAID. I wish this program success in all respects.
Now I would like to request Mr. George Dicken to share his experience about this program.
First of all, I want to commend IGNOU for launching the first ever course, distance learning course in power sector distribution, and we acknowledge the leadership of Professor Pillai and his team in making this possible, and we have all expectations that the course will meet the high standards of IGNOU in terms of being an excellent course that achieves its objectives, and we have no doubts about that. But I'd also like to take a few minutes to recognize the other members of this effort whose help would have been, without whose help this would not have been possible, particularly the Ministry of Power, represented today by Mr. Anil Radzan. And I want to congratulate you, sir, for assuming the role of Secretary of that important ministry. Mr. Radzan comes with immense experience in the power sector, and I'm sure will make enormous contributions in achieving India's objective of energy security through clean energy, technology, and probably most importantly, rural electrification goals of the government. Also want to acknowledge Dr. Garg and Mr. Saksena's contributions from the Power Finance Corporation. It was without their financial contributions and intellectual leadership that this program was made possible. Their foresight and their ability to see the importance of training and of reaching out to the many technicians and managers around India was instrumental in making this dream a reality through this course. And Mr. Sudhir Wadera, who assumes the very important role of guiding the Secretariat for our drum activity under which this program was sponsored. I think it's already been mentioned that over the last 2 years, USAID has been very much involved in the whole area of power sector, the training of officials in the power sector. Today we've trained about 10,000 technicians, engineers, managers, and linesmen all around India in power distribution sector reform and management. We also launched, along with PFC and the MDI, one of the top business schools here in India, the first MBA course in power sector reform and management, which will create a cadre of upper-level managers to sustain the whole reform and modernization effort in the power sector in India. I hope that this is just one of many courses that IGNU develops in this sector. There are many other areas of power that India needs to address to modernize in order to achieve energy stability and energy security. Energy security is a combination of new generation, but also managing better what you already have. And with the with the losses in the power sector, it's important that management and the financial and the people side of management, technology side of management be modernized and improved, and we look to training as being instrumental in carrying forward reforms, but more importantly, carrying forward the technological and managerial changes that are required for better management of the sector as a whole. So the whole concept of distance learning, I think, is critical for India, being an immense country with 1.1 billion people, with so many areas that are very difficult to reach with traditional education forms, and capitalizing on the IT prowess that India has. I think this kind of course is just a pace setter in many other directions that IGNU should be taking in the future in terms of power reform and management modernization. So we are proud to be part of the trailblazers in this effort, and hope to continue to support IGNU in developing more courses, and we'll look to your creativity and innovativeness to keep this process going. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Mr. Anil Rajdan, Secretary, Ministry of Power, to share his views.
Professor Pillai, it's a delight to be in your campus today, and on this historic day when we are using the best available techniques for distance learning, and a huge reservoir of our talent is pooling its best, bring about a change in management in power distribution. You know, this sector is extremely vast. We have a installed capacity of almost 130,000 megawatts today, and if you look at the assets of the whole power sector today, it is close to 1,300,000 crores. Well, all this asset is ultimately going to give benefit at the distribution end. Whether you generate power, you transmit power, you distribute, the ultimate beneficiary, or the person who should be happy at the end of it, is the consumer. And this program looks precisely at that end of power management when it interfaces with the consumer. Unfortunately, though this is a segment which employs 80 to 90%, I think, of the workforce in the power sector, but it has remained neglected in terms of training and upgrading of skills. I'm given to understand by the Chairman Power Finance Corporation that nearly 8 lakh employees across the country are employed in this sector. Now, if that is the kind of workforce with the kind of assets that are all being managed to give the benefits to the consumers, I should say the onus on the power distribution managers is extremely important. We have launched upon a very significant program to extend this facility now to diploma holders and to graduate engineers. But I think this is just the first step. We need to be really going out to the remaining 90% of the distribution workforce, which I would say is the cutting edge of the distribution workforce. It is the interface. And I would say that all these fortunate ladies and gentlemen who would be benefiting from this long distance program should take it upon themselves to carry this torch forward, extend the good message, the good techniques for distribution management to that 90% workforce whom they manage. We are seriously looking at ways of improving upon this program as we get along in the first course. I have already discussed with Mr. Sudhir Vadera and Dr. Garg that we may be looking for one faculty representative from each utility in the country who could be the interface point with IGNOU for giving a feedback, for giving an input on what the training program would be, and he would be the motivator in that particular utility for the program. We want this program to grow in multiple numbers, not incremental. So we would be setting progressively multiplying targets for motivation for these motivators. In the first year, we've tackled the upper end of the distribution management spectrum. We would like this program to go down to the supervisor level and to the linesman, because the quality of service at the consumer end is almost entirely dependent on the skills and the attitudes of these key personnel. And I am sorry to observe that at the moment the induction training, the in-service training for this key level is not adequate. We realize that they are highly overworked personnel, but I think for better service to customers and to the utility, we should keep upgrading their skills, getting ideas from them, how to improve our delivery and customer satisfaction. In the course content, which I have not seen in full detail, but I find that one addition that could be made or emphasis could be given is customer care and customer satisfaction. I think it's high time that the power sector should get a very strong customer orientation in its attitude and its management. So far we have been obsessed with supply side initiatives of increasing generation, installing more lines, setting up more substations. But at the other end, we've got to see issues like demand side management and customer satisfaction, because I think that is what we are all working for. If the customer is not satisfied, I don't think the object with which we have all been employed and installed is fulfilled. I would like to thank IGNOU for extending its excellent facilities for this program, to USAID for having given a very welcome helping hand, to Power Finance Corporation for being liberal in its assistance. But I would urge Dr. Garg that I think this assistance needs to be increased tenfold immediately, seeing the magnitude of the task that is there. We would like this program to spread like a gale across the country and have a tremendous multiplier effect. We would be expecting feedbacks on the program from the participants and also from the employers. And at the end of the day, when the program goes down to a customer interface to the workman level, from the customers themselves, as to what is the quality of service that we are rendering at the end of it. Well, to the distance learners, I can only say that you are only partly fortunate in getting this program on distance learning. Having come to this campus for the first time today, I think it's a garden in itself. It's a garden university. And I think while your programs are going on and before the flowers are out, I hope the university will give you the benefit of its view, at least in color. I wish all the participants success in their program, in their learning, and we eagerly look forward to this first batch to be the torch bearer for this very important program in the country. I thank IGNOU once again for this facility. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Rightly said, customer care and customer satisfaction is first and foremost thing to taken care of, because we consider customer as a god and we are dependent on the customer. Customer is not dependent on us. So with this attitude we should work towards this power distribution, and we should change the attitude of the key level personnel in the power sector. Now I would like to request Dr. V.K. Garg, CMD PFC, to share his views.
Honorable Secretary Power, Mr. Rajdan, Vice Chancellor, Mr. Pillai, my friends on the dais, learned faculty, participants in the distant learning program. We finance power sector, and while financing I found and I felt when I visited some of the utilities that the man behind the machine and the man behind the network needs to be enabled and empowered if we want to have the best of both. And it was with that in view we thought that we must look at some medium which can train people, the people who manage power sector at the last mile, so that the interface between the consumer and the power sector improves, and in the process the consumer benefits. The last mile contact is most important because it is at the last mile that the current is converted into revenue and the viability of the power sector is established. Looking at the vast network running from right from north to extreme south, Kanyakumari, and to the Rock Memorial, and on this side from the Gulf of Kutch to the Tripura border, the wires network is across the country, and we need people who maintain them, who operate them effectively, efficiently, and last but not least, economically and profitably. With all these things in view, we found a holding hand in USAID and a support in the Ministry of Power, and last but not the least, to give shape to the idea, the faculty and the management of IGNOU, who appreciated the idea, joined hands and made this program a reality. In the beginning it was being thought that it may not arouse a very good response, but looking at the first batch, we feel that, as Mr. Rajdan said, there is a need to increase this program not by numbers but by in terms of multiples. I feel Mr. Rajdan has given the right thrust, and IGNOU will support us by giving more time slots, better facilities and more centers, so that the program could be taken across the country. We should have done it yesterday. We are already late, as the training requirements of the 11th plan and 12th plan assume very vast magnitudes. Looking at the investments that are envisaged during the next 10 years, the training program has to be taken across the country and through all the training institutes, all engineering colleges, and through ITIs at the least cost combination and with the maximum input-output ratios. For this, we feel that we'll have to work shoulder to shoulder with IGNOU, and I'm confident that we should be able to meet the target of providing trained manpower for the distribution assets which are being created and which are being strengthened under the APDRP to provide training through this program and make the mission of the government, Power for All, by 2012 a success through these participants of the distant learning programs who are going to act as ambassadors of the Ministry of Power and the different power utilities. Thank you once again for participating in the program, and thank you everybody who have spared their valuable time by coming here and encouraging the participants and reiterating the need, importance and urgency for the training program and its expansion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have listened to our eminent speakers. We are having some students also in the studio. If there is any query regarding the importance of this program or any related query, then I invite our students to ask any question to the speakers.
Go ahead,
I
boys.
think-
Why are you being shy?
I hope the presentations were so clear and so fine that there is no query. There is,
How the courses will be run and all that, it will definitely done.
if you have any query regarding the functioning or the teaching learning process in the distance mode also, you can ask any query regarding that also, or any query related to this program advance.
All from Hyderabad.
Yes, Hyderabad, please. Please speak.
Glad to see and listen to in the power sector. They feel it's a rare opportunity, and they thank everyone responsible for providing this occasion to the field itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Hyderabad. So any query, any doubt in your mind, or any question regarding the teaching learning process or related to this advanced certificate program in this power distribution management, importance of this learning a new course in the power distribution management, or why it is necessary to learn particular program or going through that particular program. If there is any query regarding this, you can frequently ask.
You send it.
Yes, please. Delhi, please. Please speak, Delhi. Do we have still connectivity with Delhi Center? As you know, this program, particular advanced diploma program, has been designed to provide the learners with, to acquaint the learners the reforms that are being made in the power distribution sector. And in this process of reforms, the personnel who are working in the field, those are the key persons or the key men. And yes, please, Jaipur.
greetings from Jaipur. I'm very happy, to listen to these informed, observations, from the experts, from the dais.
Can you lower the volume of your TV?
And I would like to compliment, Mr. Anil Razdan, for his perception of the grassroots reality, and he has so well combined, poetry with the facts. My compliments to him. I have a suggestion to make in this regard. In Rajasthan, we have 26 candidates, registered for this particular program, but the response of these candidates is not as encouraging, as it ought to be. Right now, today, we have 8 candidates, at our Ganganagar center, 4 at Udaipur center, and 1 at Jaipur center. I would only like to make a suggestion that since, this program is being conducted, through the teleconferencing sessions, why can't we make it compulsory for all of them, And we could also go to the extent of making interaction, compulsory for them, so that, they gain from it. And these inputs, as the experts, rightly, pointed out, can become rich investments in the in providing the customer-oriented services, to the people. And this assumes particular importance in Rajasthan, because the Rajasthan Chief Minister only day before, during her budget speech, made a promise to make Rajasthan self-sufficient in power generation and distribution. So thank you very much, and over and out.
Thank you for your kind suggestion. There is one information, just to supplement your question, that we are making the CDs of these programs, and the candidates who are not reaching to these centers to view or listen the programs, we are planning to distribute the CDs of these programs so that they also can be benefited by viewing these CDs. Regarding the making the compulsory the attendance in these sessions, we have the compulsory component we can make out of it. Thank you, Jaipur.
But we can definitely make a definite percentage of attendance compulsory, not full attendance.
Okay, sir.
Some
We can look into this matter, sir.
Because otherwise,
I would, with your permission, sir, would like to have a intervention here. It is extremely important that those who take up this program do so with all the seriousness that it deserves. And I think full participation should be a requirement of the program unless there is a total emergency and the person cannot attend the program. However, keeping in view the nature of the job at the distribution level, it is sometimes not possible for people to attend. But I would say that the Vice Chancellor is kind enough to appreciate this point, and if possible we should try a mobile telephone connectivity to the audio content of this program, so that wherever the participant is at that point of time, even if he is in travel, he is at least able to tune in to the the audio content of the program.
Yes. Yes, call from Ganganagar. Disconnect. Call disconnected. Sir, would you like to continue? Yeah, please, Ganganagar.
Sir, we are about 8 to 10 people from Ganganagar, and we were curious whether this PGDMA, which is the course at MDI Gurgaon, it could be somehow linked with this program, because it's generally not the suggestions from the utilities. They are generally not linked with this program in any way, and if it's linked, maybe the response to this program can be increased. There's a concern from Jaipur a short while ago. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganganagar. So,
can we not see the participants? Somebody was asking that question.
Yeah, at the
Some studio.
at our video conferencing receiving centers, we are having the facility to out of this video conferencing sessions. So certainly we will look into this matter.
Yeah, we can make it compulsory, and then we can definitely consider some exceptions, but some sort of a percentage minimum we can definitely say.
Okay, sir.
Certainly, in fact, there is another suggestion that in the engineering colleges, in the final year, when students are going in for electrical engineering course, maybe this program could be an optional subject which they could take up by their own contribution for enhancing their own knowledge as well as, I think, expertise for future employment into the power sector.
So we can consider this as an optional course, course for engineering students. We can suggest that this is available free from Indira Gandhi National Open University for those students, and for them, it's for them to learn it. We will make the CDs of this course available so that they can learn it. They can.
Sir, I might make an intervention to respond to the question by the person from Ganganagar. As a matter of fact, the PG diploma course, which is being organized by the Management Development Institute under the aegis of the DRUM program and supported by PFC and AID, the syllabi of that program has been utilized also in the IGNOU distance education program. So there is a synergism between the academic 15-month program and the distance education program, and indeed it makes a lot of sense to draw upon that experience, and I'm sure that will be drawn upon as we move forward on the distance education program.
We can also get some experts from that MDI for this course also, no? For video course, we can get experts.
Yes, absolutely.
So that will give a linkage.
There have been several case studies developed in that program which can be utilized in this.
We can also get some faculty members from there, and then we
sure.
can ask them to give lectures.
Sure enough.
Sir, yes, RC Delhi, please.
Evening, VC and the distinguished guest. In my view, the course covers two parts, one theoretical, one practical. As far as practical part is concerned, every participant is from the distinguished utilities who have every experience of the light, experience of the electricity, energy, and your management covers the second part, theoretical part of the energy management, right from generation, transmission and distribution system. In distribution management, it plays all roles with the substation lines and consumer ends. It keeps the watch towards the consumer interest as well as the generation / distribution agencies. My question is, when this much this course can just have the challenge with the participant of MBA, why you have named this course as a certificate course? Why it has not been converted into a degree or a postgraduate diploma? Thank you.
And their evaluation, we shall certainly welcome it that such degree of specialization and seriousness comes.
Thank you, sir. Just to add to this answer, this is a 6 months course and pitched at the level of the advanced certificate course. As Mr. Sudhir Vadera explained, that in that particular course, the eligibility criteria is so vast that more and more people working in the distribution sector can be covered under this particular program. But this is the first module, and we can extend and develop another modules for diploma, BTech and master level programs also. So this is the one of the module or the first module of that series, you can say. Please, Mumbai. Mumbai, please speak.
Hello. I want to ask how much is the budget provision in the current plan and how much it is utilized, and Sir has been told that the provision for the training will be increased in the next plan. So how much will be the increase, and what will be the new courses or the management courses we are going to start in proper Mumbai?
Let us consolidate.
Thank you. Over and out.
Let us consolidate this first, and then definitely we will, depending on the requirement, we will definitely chip in for more funds.
Dr. Garg, with funds will not be a constraint, I hope. I don't think you have to bother about that. Let us utilize this money.
Consolidate.
If Dr. Garg is not forthcoming, we shall ask you for any ideas.
Thank you, sir. Do we have any call waiting? So I again invite our learners from the floor. If they have any query during these discussions, they might have also come across some of the questions, some of the doubts.
Actually, content-wise, Madam Rajshri has Vijayshri, sorry. Madam Vijayshri has already
Explained.
Explained in detail the course content, how that is to be followed, and we have also listened lectures of some of the
Teachers.
expert,
Yeah.
and a few are very good. And I think being the first course and first batch, expectations from students are quite high, and this is a very good step. Let me say, because power sector distribution sector in power is the was least priority sector in last, I think, 20 to 30 years, where reforms were needed in terms of upgradation in technology or skills of officials working in that area. This is a very good step, I think, and results will positively come in coming futures by such programs, I think.
What about the requirement of these courses in the regional languages? Because when it goes to the lineman level and all that, we have to think about the regional languages.
Absolutely. I think it's a very appropriate response. I'm glad that this feedback comes back from the participants that this has been a neglected sector. I think it was a paradox that it was neglected in terms of training, but was on the highest priority in terms of postings.
Yes, Mumbai, please speak.
Hello. I'm speaking from Mumbai.
Can you lower the volume of your TV?
The power losses.
Please lower the volume of your TV. Please speak.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Now, does this course also have a component on power loss, distribution loss in big cities, and awareness, public awareness about the same?
Distribution loss is very much there.
Thank you.
Distribution loss on the block 4, you will see distribution loss reduction and efficiency improvement. There are 4 units under this. It is very much taken care of.
Us to direct the utilities to provide us any facilities regarding this course, to such as internet facilities, so that all these course materials are being provided through the internet. So our utility may be directed to provide us such facilities, and also there should be one coordinator from the utility also.
Yeah, this was the point the Secretary mentioned, earlier it was mentioned. Definitely we are looking into it. We are providing broadband internet connectivity to all our study centers. We have taken a decision there, last Board of Management. That's one thing. And then we will be definitely looking at appointing or giving responsibility to a part-time coordinator specifically for this purpose, and we will look at it. And we will also identify a representative from your sector, so that they can give us specific inputs about the course delivery, and so that periodical stepwise improvements can be suggested for the feedback. That's enough.
Slowly you are opening up, and any other of the learner.
You will have opportunity like this in all video, all the classes.
Utilities may also have the knowledge of these such courses going on there, and they should be given priority, or they should be answered for anything that this we should be provided facilities like internet in the office also.
That you have it, no?
No, but the utility doesn't.
When more and more people use technology, technology will become handy to you. Will become handy to you. It will come. That's something connected.
Any?
I think we can close it now.
Yes,
Of course, if
is any other call waiting?
There is call from Baroda.
Yeah, please, Baroda.
Hello. Hello. I am calling from Baroda. I appreciate this program. Almost 174 students have registered under this program in all over Gujarat, and almost 35 students are attending this program and present in this classroom. And the second thing I would like to request to the MOP regarding one thing is like it is necessary to motivate the students, those are attending this program in future, in long term, because if they are getting something, then only they would like to attend this program, because they all are almost age of more than 30 or like so. So this is one request, and another request is regarding can you offer any MBA evening program? We are having MBA evening program in Baroda. So can you offer one subject or something in MBA evening program? So that may help to this power sector. So this is another request. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think on behalf of the MOP I can respond by saying that we only hope, as I mentioned, that your participation in this program will enhance your knowledge base and your efficiency, and your own utility finds that you are a better officer, a better manager. And hopefully the utility should give you due credit and due, I should say, commendation for that. We look for that feedback from the utility. About the other point of inclusion of this program or such like program in the MBA course, I would request NPTI and IGNOU to look into it.
You will definitely.
Thank you, sir.
You would like to say something?
Yeah, please, RC Khanna.
Good evening. This is Regional Center Khanna. May I make a request? Probably in this program, some of the learners have been registered by Punjab State Electricity Board directly, for which we don't have any details. If the list is provided to us, we may be able to inform them about these teleconferences.
We will coordinate it. We will coordinate it and get back to you.
It is about the general SOET programs, the BTech programs. In Punjab region, we could not activate these programs for the reason that these courses have still not been recognized by AICTE.
You are referring to BTech
no
program.
No institution is allowed to run any such courses which are not recognized by AICTE. Thank you.
Perhaps he is referring to the BTech. So we come to the end, and finally,
from your department, your school would like to say something about the course.
I would like to request Ms. Rakhi Sharma, who is program coordinator and lecturer selection grade, senior grade in electrical engineering. She has been instrumental in developing this program. So I would like to request Ms. Rakhi Sharma.
If you have any.
So there is one question. This as I'm involving in this, I've involved in this program since inception. Then just we have received several calls from the students. So this is the right platform to ask this question from this. So Mr. V.S. Saxena, I'm asking one thing that we have got several times. We have got the one query that, and this time also we have got this thing that regarding the what the students after completing this course, how can they be benefited by this? So we just say that this is the program first time we have started, and this is the awareness program and all. Actually they want this from the student side. I'm just saying this thing that they want increment after completing this, so that we can facilitate.
Has already mentioned it. They are getting the knowledge, they are getting the skill, they will be definitely commended, and knowledge and skills, when one gets knowledge and skill, there will be automatic payoff for that.
So this was
they will be improving upon their own marketability, I assure you. By their
we are waiting just. Please, Bhuvneshwar.
This is the problem. Increment is the real actually scheme.
Bhuvneshwar, please speak. In the meantime, I would like to request Dr. P.S. Kumar to say.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah, please speak. We are listening you. Please
Hello.
speak.
Yes, come on.
We are listening you. Please speak. Please
Hello.
speak. Yeah, we are listening you. Please speak.
Hello.
Yeah, please speak.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
I am Ajay Sahu calling from Bhuvneshwar.
Yeah, please.
There were some thoughts given about the seriousness of the program by the participants. In this regard, I have a suggestion to make actually as to why we can't have a continuous assignment evaluation method which IGNOU does for other courses. This would give participants some seriousness and warming up to the course. Can we have a continuous evaluation method so that some kind of assignment can be given and then we can submit it to IGNOU?
We will consider it. It is there, no? So after 3 months you can have a small 30 to 40% attendance or 50% attendance for all these things. These are all a way of assessing. The problem, probably the technical problem, the school says is that it is a 6 months program and there is not much scope for a continuous internal assessment for a 6 months program, and we will definitely consider one midterm assessment could be a possible idea. We can do it. No, but one midterm we can definitely think of.
Sir, this can be considered for this particular program, though the university as a policy.
I think we may like to check the facts, because I do not think any act of 1956 is now in vogue. So we will have to check whether there are rules or any instructions, and whether they can be re-notified under the new act of 2003. So we shall look into that. But yes, induction would be probably covered under electricity rules, because whoever gets onto the job must have a certain orientation to it.
Thank you, sir. Last call we can take is, please speak, Jaipur.
Hello.
That is so much.
Hello.
Yeah, please
Myself
speak.
Pankaj from Jaipur. Actually, I want to highlight something that IGNOU centers for this course are just playing the role of video conferencing center and nothing more. Why can't IGNOU for this particular course tie up with local engineering colleges to provide library facilities, etc. to the students?
As far as possible, we will definitely do. We will not discourage any person to go to an engineering college, and if there is a need, we will also write to those engineering colleges and make facility in those engineering colleges to provide such interactions.
Thank you, sir.
I would suggest that they could be knowledge partners in this course.
We will definitely do it. There's absolutely nothing.
This course has been first course. We have associated with MOT, and in a very short time, sir, we developed this course and we have launched it also.
We appreciate it. So it's a very good course.
But these are all very good suggestions.
Very good.
For example,
Yeah,
we can write to the engineering colleges such a course is launched,
Yes, sir.
and these are our learners. Why don't you give the facilities? And we will identify that as a particular knowledge center, that particular engineering college as a knowledge center, as the Secretary was suggested. No, we will write to all engineering colleges which are nearby these centers, and then tell them that if there is a provision, if they can be provided library facility, and identify a faculty member also in that college, so that they can provide them the necessary support.
That will be great.
Yeah, we will do
We
it.
have an option, sir. We can do it.
We will do it.
Thank you, sir.
Not only restricting ourselves to engineering colleges, but
Any
also to
institute.
management institutes.
Yeah, any institution. I mentioned it as an example.
Thank you, sir. I feel honored and privileged to propose vote of thanks on the occasion of this special video conferencing session. First of all, on behalf of Indira Gandhi National Open University and on my personal behalf, I would like to thank Mr. Anil Rajdan, Secretary, Ministry of Power, for squeezing out time, valuable time from his busy schedule and gracing today's function. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to him. We are thankful to Mr. George Deacon, Mission Director, USAID India, to be present here and spare time. My sincere thanks are due to Dr. V.K. Garg, CMD, Power Finance Corporation. We are also thankful to Dr. N.S. Saxena, Director General, NPTI. I am also thankful to V.S. Saxena, Director, Power Finance Corporation. My sincere thanks are due to S. Padmanabhan from USAID. I am also thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for constant inspiration, guidance and support for the design and development of various innovative programs undertaken by the School of Engineering and Technology. Sir, we are really thankful for your continued support. My sincere thanks are due to all dignitaries and representatives of Ministry of Power, Power of Finance Corporation, National Power Training Institute and USAID present here, who spared the time and graced this occasion. I would be failing in my duties if I do not thank Director EMPC and his team for his generous cooperation for organizing this function on such a short notice. Last but not least, my sincere thanks are due to the Director in charge of School of Engineering and Technology and faculty members of the school, regional directors at various RCs, and at the centers where we are having the video conferencing facility, whose continued support and cooperation has given us strength to design and deliver this program in a beautiful manner. Thank you to all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.